Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Corazon Flourishment. I'm your host, Mi Corazon, also known as Josie, and I am so grateful that you guys are back. Um, guess what day it is? Saturday, September 24th, 2022 at 8:23 p.m. It is a very, very exciting time because, as many of you may know, it's my golden birthday. Woo! Yeah! Oh my goodness. Blessed, grateful, honored, humbled, and all I can just do is just give so much love and gratitude um, because that's all I feel right now. We made it, guys. I'm currently accomplishing one of my goals, but it may not be may not be the actual goal that I was heading for, but we're here and we're trying something new. I'm very excited to share it with you guys too. Um, and I'm just grateful that I get to spend it with those of you listening, whether in your car, the Stairmaster, Eric, or just being with you in general. So thank you for taking your time to hang out with me for a little bit, and I'm excited to share this time with you. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel super blessed. And yeah, I don't know. Very weird time. You know how you kind of just, you just like, your birthday comes up and you're just like, wow, it's just been another year. For me, I feel like reestablished, if that even makes any sense. Like, fully. Like, I feel like, wow, like, I'm really where, you know, I'm not exactly where I want to be, but I'm working on something that I've always wanted to do, like, for a long time in my life. So now being a part of that and actually working on it is just, it's a really awesome thing. And I just really hope that it gives you guys the courage to follow your dreams, chase who you want to be. We only live one life, guys, and we have 24 hours. Stop punishing yourself that you're not worth it and that you don't deserve to be happy and that you're forever gonna feel like this. No. Change your mindset, push forward. You got another day. We're alive, we're breathing, we're blessed. Most importantly, we're blessed. So don't forget it. And we're always rooting for you. I'm always rooting for you because you know what? I don't know you, but I would want the same thing from somebody else. You know what I mean? Um, because if everybody was just a little bit more kinder to one another, I feel like the world really would be a whole different place. Literally, like I don't know. I'm in a whole different place right now, and the environment is so different, very different. You actually get in trouble for saying saying no, like in a good way. Like not like it's just like, are you hungry? No, I'm not hungry. No, like, do you want anything? No, 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 I'm good. But do you want a drink? Like, no, 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 I'm good. And it's just like, what do you mean you're good? No, you're supposed to take it. And I'm like, oh God, this is so hard because I'm like, oh God, I'm not used to that. Like, I'm not used to like being gifted with so many things, and more importantly, just really like, just like, oh, this sounds so bad. Like, it's not that I'm not eating. I am eating, guys. I promise on my left shoe, I am. And it's just more of like, I always have like a limit. Like if you put both your hands together, and just put your hands together, and look at it. That's the amount of food that you should be eating. So, um, I can really only eat so much before like my stomach just boom, you know. But yeah, that's where we're at the moment. And I don't know, I'm really grateful. I'm very happy. And also, I do have some iffy news. I currently do not have the book One for You, One for Me. So I can't read you the second chapter. I'm very sorry. And also, not gonna lie, I'm kind of sad because I really, really like that book. So instead, I'm gonna give you a little bit of advice that I follow, and hopefully, you guys can implement it for yourself. Because it's just very important. And the first one is going to be support yourself. Support yourself through anything and everything. And I mean everything. You want to do that business, do that business. You want to do that podcast, do that podcast. You want to go to the gym, go to the gym. But do it for you, okay? Don't do it for anybody else. Don't do it because, you know, like, you know, you're just like, half-assing it. No, if you're going to half-ass it, don't do it. Just do it. Do it and commit, most importantly. I feel like everybody's just so fucking scared to, like, commit. Don't be scared. It's life. If you fail, you fail. If you succeed, you succeed. Okay? But you're not going to know if you don't try. Okay? So support yourself through everything. Second, motivate yourself. Motivate yourself to just do everything and anything the best of your ability. It doesn't matter if you're just taking a walk. Take that walk for a mile, because then you know what? Once you finish that mile, you're going to feel comfortable to do 2, then 3, then 4. Okay? Motivate yourself to push forward no matter what. No matter what. You're bankrupt, keep pushing forward. You're stuck in addiction, keep pushing forward. Oops. You're going through it, keep pushing forward, okay? Because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is you, okay? So just do what you need to do. There's no pressure, okay? The only pressure that you're giving yourself is thinking that everybody else is right, when no. Close out the noise and focus on you. Well, thirdly, speak highly of yourself. I don't care where you're at educationally. I don't care where you are at your job. I don't care. Like, I don't fucking care. Speak highly of yourself no matter what. Because at the end of the day, no person's gonna know what you've gone through. Only you know that. So speak highly of yourself. Who cares if people think you're cocky? Who cares if people think that you talk too much of yourself? Who cares if people think you overshare? At the end of the day, listen, you're a good person. You're doing the best that you can. And you deserve to be happy and heard, okay? Like, always speak highly of yourself. And most importantly, like, I guess a little thing from today I learned is, like, sometimes people are gonna kind of be mean, and, like, again, they're gonna try to sneak diss you in a way. Dude, listen, I take that shit as a grain of salt. I could care less. I know who I am. I'm a good person, and I'm very loving. And if you don't want to accept that, that's fine. That's your loss. Because at the end of the day, all I can do is wish you for the best and more. Because life's short. Why fill it with more hatred, you know? And lastly, whatever it is, whether you're religious or not, guys, always pray for yourself. Pray for yourself to find healing. Pray for yourself to find strength. Pray for yourself to be happy. Just pray. And if you don't, like, you don't have to pray to God, you can pray to whoever, but always just remember, it's you, okay? Don't focus so much on the outside. Focus on you. You need to be loved. You need to feel supported, and you should feel prayed for. I'm always praying for you guys, and for those who don't feel comfortable, I'm always wishing you the best. Always, respectfully. I really care about you. But speak highly, okay? But yeah. Oh, now, so that was for you. Now, yeah, for you. So now for me, well, that's what it would be? Oh, no, that was for me. Pardon. Okay, so that was for me. Now we're going to switch to for you, so what you can do for others. So what I recommend is definitely give your family a hug. Simple as that. Just give your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your cousins, your neighbor. Give your family, friends, anyone a hug that you love and genuinely mean it. Give them one. Because, again, show them that you love them. Show them that you care about them. Show them that at the end of the day, you appreciate them. Sometimes people just want to feel appreciated and loved. And you doing that may just change their whole day. Okay? But yeah, that's what I would recommend. Sorry, it's been very interesting. I'm very blessed, and I'm very at a really great place right now. I did some little things to really help myself with social media. I unfollowed a few people that I just felt like it was the best. And sometimes that's what you just have to do, to keep moving forward. You're not supposed to keep everybody in your life. You have people for a reason, a season, and a lifetime. And remember, if they've, sometimes the chapter just ends, and that's okay. Which is honestly going to lead us to our topic for today, which I'm so excited to share with you. Episode 5, Chapter 5, to 24 and more. So, what's today's topic? What are we focusing on? What do you mean to 24 and more? I feel like this episode will be celebrating more of how far we've come together. Whether you're new to the podcast, whether you have been with me for this very long journey of, I believe, April of 2022, since we first began, our really taking our fitness journey a little more seriously. And the podcast began August 15th, 2022. So pretty exciting time, honestly. It's all a process. I mean, I know that it has been a little over a month now. But again, welcome. And at the end of the day, guys, work on your goals. Stop overthinking it, because that's what I did for a long time. And the more you think about it, the more you'll never get the hang of actually working on it. I have this commitment to always work on Corazon Flourishment. And just have that commitment on any project that you work on. You deserve to. You're happy. Go for it if it makes you happy. But yeah, so today's topic that we will be discussing is probably wondering, where are you? What are you doing? And why? What is going on? And basically, we have visited our family after 17 years. Could you believe that? I can't believe that. Like, to this day, I still feel like I'm kind of like in a daze. You kind of think, well, you're kind of just here, and you're in a whole new experience and a whole new culture. And what do you take from there? You take everything bit by bit, but you actually take the chance to see the topic today, your family. No matter what, guys, there's always going to be somebody out there that loves you unconditionally. They may not know you, and if you do have family, but you know that you're having some sort of like issue, I recommend take the chance to like resolve it. Sit down and think. Both discuss, not even think, just discuss on how can I fix this issue and what can we do together to move forward. Lately, a lot of interesting things have happened, whether I've lost a few friends, I've lost an emotional connection with, my family, but you kind of just take a step back and you rebuild. You rebuild any way that you can. There's nothing wrong with apologizing, accepting that you're wrong. And either way, there's also times where it's okay to just kind of like, I guess, like, depending on the issue, don't ever let anybody take advantage of you. And more importantly, like, if this is a bigger issue, I don't know, just don't let, don't apologize so quickly. But if an apology of, even though you were in the right, is what's going to help you guys move forward, then, I recommend, because life is too short to stay upset and angry and just never live your life with your family. Because the best thing that you could give somebody is memories. Memories, guys. Because material things will come and go. But those memories will last forever. Excuse me. Sadly for myself, hearing all the things that who I was. Obviously, when I was younger, I was so young when I first visited. I don't really remember much, but pieces. It just kind of goes to show that you wasted so many potential memories and so many times of actually trying to progress, if that makes sense. Because a lot of the things that I have learned from my family is they're really inspiring and they're very hardworking and they're very motivating. And I feel like I've kind of, I feel very at home because um, if most of you guys may know, well, some of you may know, I do a lot. I love being busy. I love always having to run around and do something. If you're not busy, you're not living. That's just how I think. So sometimes I even myself, which is really bad. Sometimes I overwork myself a bit, and it's kind of like, oof. But I don't know, being here and seeing how they are the same as well, it makes me feel more connected um, rather than there's something wrong with you. Because sometimes there were instances where I would tell somebody and I would just be like, I just feel so overwhelmed. I know I'm doing all these things and I choose to do it, but I just, it's just a lot. And there were times where I just felt like I was more, instead of supported, I was what is that word? Ridiculed. You should have known better. This is literally what happens. You should have really thought of it. And it's just like I don't really need to hear that. I kind of feel like I would like to be supported in a way. But maybe that's just me. But at the end of the day, guys, listen, you deserve to be respected and you deserve to be loved. And again, if nobody's going to make you feel supported when you're kind of going through it, what's the point of a friendship? What's the point of a relationship? What's the point? You guys are both just wasting your time at the end of the day. And again, that's why it's really great to make friends. Try starting something, because then at the end of the day, you really learn, hey, like, I actually, like, this is what I like about myself, and this is what I like doing. And if you can't respect that, then I really don't want to be around you, you know? At the end of the day, I personally always support somebody no matter what they're doing, or no matter if they're balancing the whole world or they're taking it one step at a time. I'm always going to root for the person because that's just how life should be, how you should be as a person. Um, because there's times where sometimes I don't even feel I love being a cheerleader. Like, if that makes sense. I love juggling the world and being a cheerleader at the same time because I just the joy of seeing somebody feel like, oh, thank you for just rooting for me. That's a huge blessing. And I'm not gonna lie, it's rough sometimes just continuously, feeling more of like, it's kind of like, yeah, that's kind of your fault rather than like, like, I understand, just keep going. Sorry, it's 10:16 my time, um, and I'm a little bit sleepy. But I've been looking forward to this all day, um, and I honestly just missed you guys a lot. So it's been really nice because I have disconnected online for the past week, mainly because I've just been all over the place. But I'm very excited to share with you guys this amazing, 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 amazing time. Because literally, that's what we got. We have time. Um, but yeah. Anyway, going more towards time. When you when you guys take so much time to reestablish something within your family, um, and sometimes it doesn't even have to be your own blood, it could be your closest friends, because your closest friends can be considered family. I know I consider Nelly like, not like my sister. I don't, well, yeah, like my sister, but closer. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, she's just so, like, I love her. And I would consider her family, you know, and when you kind of just take a step back and you start to decide, okay, let me do better for them, or let me see if there's a way that we can do better for one another. You know, that's growth towards creating an actual healthy relationship with your family. You know, guys, remember, at the end of the day, you have the opportunity to create any kind of connection, to be with whoever you want to be with. Just be cautious at the end of the day. Be very cautious, because sometimes the person maybe the most good-looking person, maybe even times good-hearted person, but in the reality, it's all facade. And how do you want to live your life? Do you want to live it repeating the same things, or do you want to grow and change? And you know, we're meant to do something in this world. I don't know what it is, but I've always known that I was meant for more. And if I'm meant for more, you're meant for more. Whether it's owning your own business, following your dreams, making music, creating a podcast, making art, anything, guys. Whatever makes you happy, that's your purpose. And I'm not saying that it's going to be easy to follow that path. What is that phrase? In order to achieve success, there will be struggle. There will be a struggle. One way or another, we always are met with adversity. And it's just up to us whether we're willing to fight for it or lay back and just accept it for what it is, you know? That's why I feel like I'm very family oriented, and I've come to the conclusion that I love my family no matter what. I've made many mistakes. They've made many mistakes. We've both acknowledged we aren't perfect, but we're willing to do our best to do better for one another. I know that if it wasn't for the support and love from my sisters, from my amazing brother, my amazing parents, my aunts and my uncles that I've come to know, they've always, always, always wished me the best, even though I haven't seen them for years. And that's just how it should be. Wish the best for those you love the most, and if not, wish the best for them anyways if they treated you like garbage. Because at the end of the day, you know how you want to be loved and how you want to be appreciated. And just because whatever happened in the past is holding you back from loving someone or valuing them, that doesn't mean that will bleed into your family, into your future family. I was actually talking to my therapist about it, and they had brought up that I felt that all of the things that I have gone through is what will bleed into my family, and it won't. Into my future family, it won't. Because things change, people change, and environments change. The right person will come. It just takes time. It takes so much time. And it is so worth it, because at the end of the day, do you want to rush things? Or do you want things to just go with the flow? As cliche as that may sound. But it's the truth. Why rush it? When you guys rush homework, me, if you rush art, if you rush anything, it just turns into an absolute disaster. I'm not saying that it won't pass by, because listen, I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. There's times where I have rushed things and I've gotten by. But do you really want something to just kind of be like so, or do you want it to be the best that it can be possibly be, and more? And more, guys. Love as much as you can. Appreciate everything you have. Just breathe it all in. Take it all in, one step at a time. Let it out. Just let it out. Push forward for your family. Push forward for yourself. Your past doesn't hold who you are. And don't let it, don't let it overflow. If you have the opportunity to heal from it and to move forward from it, to let it go, guys. It's your time to shine. to move forward and to live the life that you've always deserved to be, you've always wanted, because it's possible. It's gonna be hard, yeah, but it is possible. You owe yourself to be happy. Nobody else. Your parents don't owe it to you. Your family doesn't owe it to you. Your best friends don't owe it to you. No, you owe it for yourself. Just like in that book from Eric Thomas that he just released this week, and I'm looking forward to buying it. I'm for sure gonna get it on Audible, because as you guys may know, I love audiobooks. And I'm actually reading one called How to Talk to People. Very interesting book so far. Gives really great advice. As some of you guys may know, for a while I was struggling with looking at people in the eyes when I would talk to them. I was getting very anxious. I didn't really understand why. But I decided I don't want to feel this way, nor do I want to continue living like this. So, you know what I did? I took a book and I started listening to it, and I started to practice talking to people. I forced myself to, because again, a comfort won't get you to success, guys. It won't. You have to be uncomfortable in order to succeed. And that's what I've been doing. I've been forcing myself into conversations. Not like barging in, but like forcing myself to say more than hi and how are you. Actually being like, oh, your daughter's 15 is coming up. Wow, congratulations. That's amazing. I hope that she receives all the blessings and more. My sister is currently 16, and continuing with that conversation of just talking. And the most important thing that I've learned within, I think it's the first or second chapter that I'm on now, is posture. In order to be able to talk to somebody, you have to feel confident, and within that confidence, you have to have great posture. Guys, I was gonna say dudes, but guys, listen, great posture really does help. I feel very confident when I am able to sit with my back straight and no joroba, yeah, which means like slouched, and like be able to like have a full blown on conversation with somebody, because again, you're looking up, you're looking around, you're not being shy and like just looking down, like. And I know that it's very hard for my friends who have anxiety. I feel you. You're not alone, and it's okay. It's okay to feel like everything is not okay and that you just are overwhelmed. That's okay. Remember to take a deep breath, let it go, and try to talk. Because in order to get out of your shell, you have to try. And personally, like, I just want you guys to try. It's not easy. It is so hard. It's been so hard for me. But it's been like, I think 2 weeks that I've been doing this, like, practice of just forcing myself to talk. And most importantly, like, fixing my posture. Because I read this book, like, it's been 2 days and I've been ensuring that my posture's been great. And I've been feeling so good. I feel so much better about talking to people. And it's possible. It's absolutely possible. Sorry, I know that for some people it's just very difficult. And I feel you. I feel you. But, yeah. And mostly, we're transitioning to, this topic of just remember to take care of yourself and not be so hard on yourself. Because sometimes, like, when it does kind of, like, come to family, we kind of, like, I know sometimes we tend to, like, overdo it for them, just to, like, for them to be happy. But remember, we have to also understand that if there's something that makes us uncomfortable or makes us feel overwhelmed, we need to let them know. We need to let them know, hey, what you're doing really, like, hurts me. You need to stop. And it doesn't give them the right to say, oh, it's just who I am. No, just because that is who you are, that doesn't mean that it's right. Remember, guys, start to build that boundary for yourself. For you, because at the end of the day, listen, your family is who they are. You love them unconditionally. But if you allow them to do that to you continuously, what makes you think that, like, if you ever end up having a relationship, you're gonna allow that from your partner? I'm just saying that as out of experience. Because I allowed so many things back then because I just wanted them to be happy. I wanted the other person to just, I didn't want them to leave me, if I'm honest with you. And that's not healthy. You need to create that boundary. Hey, I don't like this. You can't do that to me. I don't appreciate it. And I know that sounds so lame, but I swear, like, that's what my mom would tell me when, like, she's like, if anybody ever makes you feel bad, you tell them, I don't like the way that you're making me feel. You need to stop. You need to stop. And I know I'll be like, Mom, that's so lame. Like, why would you say that? But it really is the words of, I don't, and if you want to sound, like, classy about it, or, like, professional, like, just say, I don't appreciate the way that you're treating me. If not, I'm gonna end this conversation and just go my own way. I'm not willing to invest my time into something that does not serve me, because you're not doing that. You just have to be honest and be stern. Remember, you come first every single time. First it's you, second it's you, and lastly it's you. And obviously, like, your family. Like I mean that in a sense of, like, you guys just really need to value yourselves, because what we do is we just tend to value the other person but never fully be satisfied for ourselves. So don't do that. No, no, no. I say, Josie says no. No. Eso no está bien. No está bien. ¿Qué piensas? I'm saying, like, no, that's not good. What are you thinking? Sorry, since I've come back, it's very interesting. I feel at home. Truly. It feels very strange. This is not, you know, it's very hard to say this, but this isn't my country. It's my family's, but they still tell me that it is my country, and it feels home. For a long time, it was very hard for me to accept my culture because I came from, I was so Americanized that um, it felt like it was wrong. I never felt like it was right. And once I started to try, like, involve myself, I still felt like an imposter. But for the first time in 24 years, I feel like I'm allowed to I feel like I'm allowed to be Mexican. As funny as that sounds, but to be a part of my culture, because I've always wanted to, and now that I am, it's like, wow, like, you guys love me no matter what and appreciate me. And honestly, like, I don't know, like, I just love them a lot now. Not like now. I've always loved them. I've always told them that, like, hey, I miss you. Hey, I love you. Even to my cousin Jessie, my prima Jessie, I always tell her, like, I love you and I promise I'll see you. But, like, now, actually, like, being here, um, it's just like, wow, like, I feel at home and they allow me to make this feel like my home. Um, Guys, 17 years. 17 years is a long time, and I wasted it, personally. I wasted so much time being involved in my sadness, or involved with my sadness, and never having the chance to heal, because that's why, like, I I wish I didn't get into a relationship at such a young age, because all I knew was one person. I never knew about the whole world. Even though I did travel, yes, and, like, I was always involved in school and in the community, I only involved myself with one person. I did everything by myself, or we did everything together. And you know what that led to? That led to absolute sadness and just solitude. Like, like not even solitude that we're like to the point where like I'm practicing solitude, but I'm content. I was practicing solitude, but I was absolutely miserable. Like I was so depressed. I was so bad. And um I just hope that like guys, if you guys are in a relationship, like really like think about it. Is this really making me happy? Am I reaching my full potential being with this person? That is the most important thing, is am I actually reaching the goals that I've always wanted to reach? We're so young. We're so young to just throw our whole lives away for somebody else. No matter what age you are, even if you're in your 50s, you're still young at heart. You deserve to live your life. Remember, if you don't make it in your 20s, you can make it in your 30s. And if you don't make it in your 30s, you can make it in your 40s. And if you don't make it in your 40s, you can make it in your 50s. And if you don't make it in your 50s, you can make it in your 60s. A famous painter has her all around the world, and she didn't make it till she was in her 60s. So it's possible. It's possible to continue forward at whatever age. And I'm not saying you can't do that without being with a partner. Of course you can. There's many role models who have been able to do it together. But sometimes our even if we're alone at the moment, maybe that's just what our journey is supposed to be. To really be alone and figure out our purpose in life. I know that I've found my purpose, and I feel like that's what pushes me forward every single day to like continue forward, you know? It's one step at a time. One step at a time. But you have to take a step. Don't look at the whole staircase. Just look at the step and just slowly start going and going and going and going. Because then once you look back, you realize, wow, I made so much progress. And if not, if you want another analogy, remember the rock one? You got a huge mountain full of rocks, and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to make it to the top. Just take one rock at a time, and soon the rock will start reaching your level. And before you know it, you're at the top. Quote unquote top, you know? But remember to just never give up on yourself. Because at the end of the day, remember, your family loves you. And if your family doesn't love you, we love you. And we're always rooting for you. And we're always supporting you to just do the best for yourself. Because you deserve it. You deserve it at the end of the day. I'm just like taking everything in step by step. Because I've kind of come to the conclusion of finally accepting to be loved. I felt like for a long time, I would tell myself I don't deserve to be happy, I don't deserve to feel loved, I don't deserve to feel supported. And even though like I have said it before, like I do love myself, there was always like a piece of myself that was just like, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve to be happy. You don't deserve to be loved. Like, who do you think you are? But I feel like that's everybody. You know, we all have like a bad part to us that tells us that we really don't deserve it. When we do. We absolutely do. Take it one step at a time, guys. And just remember, rebuild and continue forward. Rebuild and continue forward. There's nothing wrong with taking one step back. Because once you take one step back, you take 3 forward. Just never give up on yourself, ever. Ever. But yeah. I don't know. Sorry. I've been taking like a good amount of pauses. But it's really because you kind of just like, I'm kind of in this like emotional shock of like wow, you guys aren't mad at me after not seeing you after 17 years, and you guys don't think I'm weird, or I've gotten a lot, a lot of people who have made me feel bad for who I am, and I take it as a grain of salt. I let that slide, but there's always like that little pebble that just kind of stays in there, and I feel like that pebble probably amounted to that mountain, and it really kind of started to hurt. Um, I felt like I was more judged and criticized rather than supported for what I love to do, and that was rough. And now being here, they've made me feel absolutely so much kindness and so much beauty and just so much love that I'm like, huh, I can't. It feels weird, but I'm accepting it, and I feel at home. I really do. And guys, I'm a tia. I'm a tia. Oh my gosh, can you believe it, bitch? That's embarrassing. Okay, that is embarrassing that you just found out that you were a tia. Okay, like very embarrassing. Um, but yeah, I mean, because I do know that I'm a tia for my other cousin, but I have never gotten a chance to meet her. Um, but but we always like chatting, which is pretty cool. I'm always supporting her post. She's like a social media influencer, and she like does like exotic dancing, which is super cool. I love her. Um, Bad bitch moment, okay, but yeah. So I'm a tia because she has a son now. But guys, I'm a tia, and I didn't know that for 11 years. Make it and yeah, 11 years to two. Not well, they're not twins, but one of them's a girl, the other one's a little baby. So cute, but very disappointed in myself. Very disappointing. So if you guys have the opportunity to accept everything, take it as it is, and reestablish that moment with your family, because you deserve to feel the kindness and love that I haven't felt in forever. And I'm very grateful, and I'm very happy, and I'm very blessed, and I hope that you guys feel the same way. Always. Always. But yeah, that wraps up about our episode 224 and more. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have been so blessed, and you guys just continue to, again, live the day as it is. Take it step by step. At the end of the day, we aren't our traumas. It happened in the past. I know that there's a trigger that makes us relive it, and it feels like we're in a constant haunting of it. A haunting. But just know that you're possible to move forward and to be happy and to find love. And again, like, just be who you've always wanted to be in your life. Because at the end of the day, nobody is gonna love you more than your own family. And more importantly, if nobody loves you, we love you, we accept you, and we appreciate you. Don't give up on yourself. Ever. Ever. But as everything has been said now, it is, quote time. Do 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 do. I should really come up with a theme song so that we can like do that. Or maybe I don't know. Do you guys let me know in the comments or on Corazon Flourishment? Oh wait, no, sorry. Oh yeah, actually beforehand, quick quick little message, I guess. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, me mi under corazon. Oh yeah, wait, sorry. Me mi underscore corazon underscore 0. And if not, you can find Corazon's Flourishments podcast at corazon dot, yeah, period, flourishment. We're also on Instagram, the podcast, and we're also available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and SoundCloud, and YouTube. So we're always on there, and most importantly, feel free to join the Discord. The Discord is called For You, but you can also find us on TikTok. I completely forgot, which is also me underscore corazon underscore zero. Just click the link tree and it will take you directly to the Discord. And if you don't receive those good morning, good afternoon text, we always send them to you. And we have literally what we're getting to, the hashtag preguntas para el podcast. You can give any comments, any questions that you want, any topic ideas you would like for me to cover, right on there. And most importantly, that's where we all connect. So please feel free to DM us. I do try to get to the Instagram messages, but I'm not gonna lie, I get a good amount. So I really recommend possibly sending them through Discord. If not, just send it through the general chat or preguntas para podcast. And if you want to have like I guess like a one-on-one message, please go ahead and try to send it on Instagram, and I will hop on it. Basically, what I'm trying to say, I will be more active. Just again, I'm just taking everything step by step at the moment, and hopefully you guys are too. Remember, appreciate the things that you have in life, because at the end of the day, we only live for so long, and do you really want to waste 17 years of memories? You know, it took me a long time, and I wish that I was just strong enough back then. But we all work on our own pace. Own pace. Just know that you're never alone. Which goes to our quote for tonight or today. It is, I learned the hard way that I cannot always count on others to respect my feelings. Even if I respect theirs, being a good person doesn't guarantee that others will be good people to you. You only have control over yourself and how you choose to be as a person. As for others, you can only choose to accept them or walk away. Alright, everyone, that is our podcast for tonight. I hope you have a wonderful day, morning, evening, night. Please take care. I'm always rooting for you guys. You guys are always in my thoughts and in my prayers. And I really just want the best for you guys. So keep pushing forward. Bye bye. Los quiero mucho.